FromSoftware finally revealed the first gameplay trailer for Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree, and it's absolutely bonkers. Over 3 minutes, we're treated to new environments, bosses, enemies, weapons, and more. However, perhaps the best part is that players won't have to wait long to get their hands on it. The expansion launches on June 21st for Xbox Series X and S, Xbox One, PS4, PS5, and PC. Alongside the trailer, several previews and interviews with director Hidetaka Miyazaki have gone live. What can you expect, and what makes Shadow of the Erdtree so enticing? Check out 10 new reasons here.
Just what kind Mikkeler is doing here.
FromSoftware's largest expansion yet. Shadow of the Erdtree is FromSoftware's largest expansion to date. Considering Dark Souls 3 The Ringed City, which added about 11 to 20 hours of gameplay, and Bloodborne The Old Hunters offering 10 to 25 hours of gameplay per HowLongToBeat.com, both expansions have provided years worth of entertainment and replay value, and Shadow of the Erdtree looks to be even bigger in size and scale. The Land of Shadow and its size. While the lands between served as the setting for the base game, Shadow of the Erdtree takes place in a new world called the Land of Shadow. Yes, a new world, not just a new region bolted onto the current world map. Players will discover the dark secrets of the world and seamlessly travel back and forth between its various locations. As seen in the trailer, these range from lava-filled caverns and ruins with hanging pots to extensive grasslands and the mysterious Erdtree casting an ominous shadow. Speaking to Eurogamer, Miyazaki confirmed that the new map works like the base game in structure. However, in terms of scale or pure surface area, you can think of it as something larger even than Limgrave in the base game. Considering Limgrave offers 3 subregions and a legacy dungeon, that's pretty sizable. Richer level design. However, it's not just about size. FromSoftware is also shaking up its approach to field design with the expansion. Miyazaki says the team wanted to go more in depth and bring a denser and richer level design, which brings these types of layouts together a little more seamlessly, compared to the base game where the distinction between field areas and dungeons is quite distinct. While you can still expect the usual open areas to ride around with torrent and dungeons to explore, the team has experimented with something a little more in between these as well to bring a more diverse gameplay experience. In short, expect new kinds of areas unique from the base game. 8 new weapon types and new armor. New weapons and armor are a given in any FromSoftware expansion, and Shadow of the Erdtree is no exception. The trailer showcased a gladiator-like outfit with impressive fur cape and even a sleek red dress for the fashion-minded. However, the weapons are even more enticing. The total number isn't outright specified, but Miyazaki has confirmed 8 new weapon categories. These include a large Japanese sword, a dueling shield which combines offense and defense, as he describes it to Famitsu, and throwing daggers where all attacks are thrown. You can also see options like a fully automatic crossbow which fires incendiary bolts, and a new twin blade with a shield. I think even those who have already used the weapon types in the main story will find it refreshing and enjoyable, he notes. New enemies and 10 new bosses. The enemies in the trailer, including the leech-like creature, look annoying enough, but the bosses should prove the biggest headaches. Miyazaki confirmed over 10 new bosses, including a horned beast with human body parts that leaps at players and calls down lightning, a porcupine-like creature with an enormous bite, a strange skeleton riding a horse and throwing a boomerang-like weapon, and a giant basket of flame whose kindling actually consists of burning bodies. Of course, players can also tackle Mesmer the Impaler, a new threat who fights with flaming attacks and plays a central role. Miyazaki also mentions a challenge on equal footing with that of Millennia from the base game, though he didn't confirm who it was. As always, we'll have to wait and see, and probably die hundreds of times. New spells and skills. Of course, there are also new skills and weapons, and some of them are incredible to behold. There are dual curved swords which allow for dashing to the side and striking an opponent, a spell which summons many butterflies and explodes them in an area surrounding the player, a multi-hit attack with kicks, and slotting the new twin blade and shield together to strike an opponent. You can also wield the Horn Beast's head, perhaps emitting breath attacks and the Porcupine Quills. Whatever is shown has seemingly only scratched the surface, and we can't wait to see what else is on offer. New regular and legacy dungeons. When speaking to Eurogamer, Miyazaki confirmed various dungeons and even legacy dungeons, plural. Some of these are visible in the trailer, including the large imposing castle resembling Stormvale, except the peak is seemingly in ruins. Mesmer's Arena is also interesting because it could take place in a separate dungeon. Overall, the sheer range of dungeons remains to be seen, but there looks to be a healthy variety for fans of the base game. New characters and plotlines. As players venture into the Land of Shadow, they'll encounter new characters, including some with ulterior motives. New characters means new side quests, potential new quest chains, or even vendors to interact with. The official website even promises new plotlines, which will further increase players' RPG freedom. Perhaps they can result in different outcomes based on those steps chosen. Main story doesn't affect the expansion's outcome. However, one thing is confirmed, your choices in the expansion won't affect the main story's outcome. Furthermore, Miyazaki told Famitsu that the progress of events in the main story will not change the content of the DLC. So don't expect any new endings for the base game if you run through Shadow of the Erdtree first. Players can expect the Shadow of the Erdtree to offer a self-contained story that will be resolved within its land, though it wouldn't be surprising if its narrative has an earth-shattering revelation or two. Price and special editions. Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree retails for $39.99, compared to the Ring City costing $14.99 and the Old Hunters retailing for $19.99. While there are several other factors to consider when comparing prices of years-old DLC with this, it is interesting that the expansion is only $20 less than Elden Ring's price. On top of this, it has a premium bundle, which includes the expansion, a digital art book, and a digital soundtrack, a deluxe edition with the base game included with the expansion and digital goodies, and a collector's edition which features a physical art book, 18-inch statue of Mesmer, and a voucher to download the expansion. Sadly, exclusive to the Bandai Namco store in limited countries. Players can even pick up a physical rendition of Mesmer's helm, available in very limited quantities. Hey, did you know that we at Gaming Bolt upload new videos every day? Stick around, drop a like, subscribe, and hit that bell, and let us know what kind of content you'd like to see in the future with a comment below.